Bill Maher came out and he's been kind of on a tear lately over the past few weeks where he's been talking about just things that are, more centrist, I guess you could call it, but effectively just anti-far left-wing kind of ideas. And he's been kind of debunking them and just talking about how just stupid they are.
You know the reason why advertisers in this country love the 18 to 34 demographic? Because it's the most gullible. Yeah. A third of people under 35 say they're in favor of abolishing the police, not defunding, but doing away with a police force altogether, which is less of a policy position and more of a leg tattoo. 36% of millennials think it might be a good idea to try communism. But much of the world did try it. I know millennials think that doesn't count because they weren't alive when it happened. But it did happen. And there are people around who remember it. Pining for communism is like pining for Betamax or MySpace. So when you say, you're old, you don't get it, get what? Abolish the police and the border patrol and capitalism and cancel Lincoln? No, I get it. The problem isn't that I don't get what you're saying or that I'm old. The problem is that your ideas are stupid.
Well, I mean, he is right. I can't say that he's wrong there. A lot of what he's talking about is absolutely the case because we do live in a day and age where you have everyone paying attention to the youth. And I think it's a fundamental issue with the left wing, especially the far left wing kind of party, is that they're letting their own ignorance of it actually play out. And we've seen this over and over again. I mean, it's not like he's saying something new to the people that have been paying attention. We've literally, they actually did surveys asking younger people like what socialism was. And they thought it was some kind of like social behavior. Like they just attributed it to social media or something. I mean, they had no idea what it actually meant. Yet a lot of them were advocating for it. They had no idea and they're advocating for it. So you have this problem where, okay, great. He's saying this now and I agree with him. And I think most conservatives in general agree with what he's saying. But where was he at last year to say these same things? Bill Maher was nowhere last year. What he was doing is too busy pretending like he had no idea that they were putting tampons in men's restrooms at universities when he had Dennis Prager on. He was talking about how Trump was the worst person ever. All of this stuff was real convenient at the time. And now he's saying this, and I'd love to give him credit for it, but I can't really give him credit for it because he's only doing it because it's safe to do it now. Now that they've got the Democrat they wanted in office, he's of course going to come out and be that controversial person that talks about things that are more centrist like he's always generally been. But once again, it's never happening while Trump was in office because everybody, the networks, he's controlled by the network, everybody was saying you need to move in this direction. Everything has to be anti-Trump 100% of the time, no matter what. Don't criticize Biden at all. Now he can generally do it. Nobody bats an eye because Biden already got in the office. It's just kind of ridiculous. So I guess my point is that I'm not going to give him too much credit for doing this because he's doing it too late. He's doing it when it's the most convenient time to do it. And although I agree, and I'm sure many other people agree with what he's saying, it's too late now. And of course he's doing it now because it's safe and easy. Because him facing the backlash for this isn't that big of a deal. He has Biden in office. But he refused to do segments like this last year when he had the opportunity to. And instead, he went right along with everything that the radical left was thinking and wanting him to say. So I can't really give him too many props on this for this actual instance here, or for the previous clip where he was actually talking about these types of things as well. You just watched a clip from The William Hall Show. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe.